I'd been kidnapped.
Don't flatter yourself.
Then why did you tell the pilot to take this boat off without any passengers?
Because I wanted to speak to you alone, where we wouldn't be disturbed.
I don't want to be alone with you.
Engines have stopped.
Oh, did you arrange that too?
You're ridiculous. What's wrong?
Both electrical systems shorted out.
What does that mean?
No need to be alarmed. We'll just drift until I come fix it or another boat comes by.
Well, we gotta get it fixed fast, because we're not yet out of the Pacific current. We can get swept out to sea.
Yes, sir. I'm working on it as fast as I can.
Thank you very much. Damn it. Believe me, I had nothing to do with arranging this. But I'm glad it happened.
You will not let me. When you called me a whore and you threw me out of the house, you lost any right to direct my life or my activities.
You continue to flaunt this relationship with a man who has given me more pain than I can tell you, and I will hound you to the ends of the earth, I promise you.
You're so bitter, CC, and hard and unforgiving.
Yes, unforgiving, and I will not forgive you. I can count on that.
Well, then you better understand something, because I'm not asking for your forgiveness anymore. I made a mistake, and I told some lies many, many years ago, but I never stopped loving you. Whether you want to believe that or not.
I don't believe that at all.
I needed your love. I needed your love so badly, and I begged you to forgive me. Begged you. Now I'm moving on. Living my life on my own terms, have my children, and I'm not asking for anyone's forgiveness from now on. I just want to be left alone.
Not if you continue to see Lionel, you won't be.
Why? Listen to you. Listen to yourself, the hate that you have. You know what's going to happen to you?
No, what?
One day you're going to wake up and you're going to be a lonely old man because you will have driven everyone out of your life.
Oh, really? Well, you couldn't be more mistaken, because exciting things are happening in the house now. There is new love, new life. A new generation beginning. Eden is going to have a baby. That's right. Yes, Eden. What's wrong?
Nothing. It's wonderful. I'm just surprised.
I'm not. Kirk always seemed to want a family. It's only natural to Eden want one.
Yes, I'm sure she's very happy.
Then why aren't you? It's going to be our first grandchild. What is it? What is wrong?
There just might be a complication that you probably aren't aware of.
Like what? Like what, Sophia?
That possibly, maybe there's a chance that the baby's not Kirk's.
What are you talking about? If it's not Kirk's, then who would? Cruz. Why would you even think Eden's baby would be Cruz's? That may be the way you conducted your life, but immorality, fortunately, is not inherited.
Oh, stop it, Cece. Just stop it. You know very well that Eden doesn't love Kirk.
Then why in the world would she marry him, then?
I know very well why she married him, and I think you do too. Where is Eden right now?
What do you mean, where is Eden? She's in Hawaii.
That's exactly right, and Kirk is not with her. Why isn't she with him at this wonderful moment in their lives?
She had business to transact.
There's nothing to do with it, and you know it. They have a marriage of convenience at the very best.
She tell you that?
She didn't have to tell me. Cece, I have eyes. I see what's staring in front of me, even if you don't. Kirk has been protecting her. Kirk has been her alibi ever since you were almost killed that night. And I think that is the only reason that he talked her into marrying.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to hear about those things at all.
Cece, you were awake that night, weren't you? You knew what was going on.
My daughter is innocent of any wrongdoing. That's all I have to know.
You're protecting her. Cruz protects her. And I protect her, too. I saw her walk into your room that night. That's right. I did. I watched her. I was in the corridor and I saw. Cece, Eden was the one that pulled the plug on the life support system, wasn't she?
I told her to do it. I wish more than anything in the world I hadn't put that terrible burden on her shoulders. How awful it must have been for her when she had to do it.
So you've been aware of it all along?
I have a dim recollection of her coming into my room, hearing her cry. I was in and out of consciousness. I wanted to help her, but I couldn't talk and I couldn't move. It was an agonizing moment of my life. I prayed to God that if I were given another chance, I'd make it up to her. I'd take care of her and I'd watch over her and I'd love her forever.
Now you have your second chance.
Yes. I'm going to keep my vow about Eden. And I vow to make this family strong and vital again. And I vow to punish those who hurt us and my children. And nothing will stop me from accomplishing that.
Mr. Capel, I've just about got the radio working, so I'm making some progress up there.
We gotta make it fast. We get caught in this current. We're hidden by this fog. We could be in serious trouble.
Yes, sir, I know that.
Well, then stop reporting to me. Get it fixed, will you, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Are we going to be all right?
If you get this thing fixed, I'd hate to think I've lived through what I've lived through, only to die in a boat 10 miles from shore.
Cece, you will never know. And you will probably never believe how I prayed for you to get well.
Sometimes people pray for things they think they shouldn't, instead of what they really want.
Prayed for you to recover.
Why?
Why? Because I loved you and I needed you. Of course, it was really stupid of me knowing what you were going to do to me when you woke up, and you certainly didn't disappoint me, did you?
Are you sure you didn't secretly want me dead?
How can you say that to me? All those hours I spent by your bedside, pouring my heart out to you, and you let me while you were planning what you were going to do, to throw me out of the house and humiliate me.
I wasn't able to respond. Speech came at the end.
Cece, I don't think you would have spoken if you could. I know you too well. Tell me something. Why is it that you didn't wake up to me and to Gina instead? Was it because that you knew I wouldn't help you trap all those poor people into convicting themselves like she did?
No, because I had to know their true feelings, and Gina was a logical choice.
Being the most corrupt, of course. And was I really the worst offender? I mean, I remember talking about maybe starting a new life. I remember talking about Lionel. Oh, you must have really wanted to just jump out of bed and kill him that day when he gave me the pearls.
Oh, I was tempted.
And it was so harmless.
Not from what I saw and from what I heard, it wasn't.
You have absolutely no right to judge. What you did was dishonest and it was terrible. To lie there, day after day, and not let any of us know that you were recovering. Even those of us who've been praying for it for so long, your daughters, Eden and Kelly and your son and me and Rosa. Oh, it was a heartless thing to do.
I suppose it was.
You know, they say that everyone has an evil streak. I have certainly seen yours.
You really hate me, don't you? Gonna be dark soon. As if the fog weren't enough.
We're in trouble, aren't we?
You surprised me
I did.
by telling me you don't hate me. I'd hate me if I were in your place.
Well, I don't. I don't approve of many of the things you do, but I think I understand. Perhaps that's because I have a dark side of my nature, too.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'm happy to get rid of it if you promise never to see Lionel again.
All right, Cece. I am not seeing Lionel.
Don't lie to me now. We're past the point of that. I know you and Lionel have been together.
All right.
It's just the way it was when we were married. You'd pretend you couldn't stand him, and you'd run off and see him someplace. I know you see him secretly someplace. I know you are. So what's the purpose? What's the point of the pretense? What is it doing for? Make you feel romantic? Is it turning you on or what?
I don't believe you. Oh, forget it. Just forget it. Never mind. You're going to believe what you want to believe. You're never going to trust me.
You're going to blame me?
You bet I'm going to blame you because you're wrong and you are unfair, and I'm going to blame you for that. Why don't you just leave me alone and stop tormenting me the way you do?
Honest to God, I could believe you. I still love you so much.
Don't trust me.
Can you blame me?
Yes, I can, because you're unfair and you're wrong. Why don't you just leave me alone instead of tormenting me the way you do?
I wish to God I could believe you. I used to love you so much.
Used to.
You used to.
What you want to do right now, then? Throw me overboard?
You got me upset.
Bet you wished I had gone overboard and drowned that day on Lionel's
That's
boat.
not true, Sophia. Got me angry about making me doubt my own daughter, telling me that the child could be cruises. Now, that's what got me angry.
You didn't doubt Eden. You started to question your feelings for me. That's why you're so upset. You don't like to be out of control, and that's what you are right now, Cece. You're not quite sure how you feel about me, do you? And that's what's making you frightened.
Wait a second, be fixed. I went off the stand boat. Do you at least know our present position?
I have no way to get a fix on it in this fog. I know we've drifted further out to sea, and obviously no one's seen our flares.
What about the radio?
I thought I had it working, but it bombed out again.
Wonderful. 12-mile ferry ride turns out to be a night on the Titanic.
Are we in any immediate danger?
I don't want to scare you, but we're just about in the middle of the commercial shipping lane. Oil tanker can cut us in half, and we'd never feel it.
Well, don't you think you better come up with a plan of action?
I got an air horn I'd like to bring down. If you could blast it out of the window every 10 seconds or so, it would warn other ships we're out here. And then I can keep working on the radio.
All right. Get it down here. Show me what to do.
I'll be right back.
This whole thing's like a nightmare. I hate the feeling I have no control over my own destiny.
And everyone else's.
That's not true.
Oh, come on. You love to run the show, whether it's good or bad.
I don't need criticism. Not now and not from you.
Your mind is always so set that you never treat anyone else fairly.
You're telling me that I haven't been a good father to Eden and Ted and Kelly, and don't throw Channing at me.
Why not? He was your work of art. He was your masterpiece at everyone else's expense.
Oh, damn it, Sophia. It was not even my blood.
You really think that made the difference? Do you, Cece? Can you face it?
Why are you attacking me like this?
Because of Brick.
The hell has he got to do with this thing?
Because I feel that Brick has been treated unfairly by you.
I don't know Brick anything. He doesn't expect anything. I have nothing to do with his existence. I'm only embarrassed by it.
Cece, can't you ever just have a little charity for other people?
Here it is, Mr. Capwell. Just give it a good long blast every 10 or 15 seconds. Like this.
Oh.
All right. Let's see what I can do.
Cece, I really wish you would talk to me.
I have nothing more to say on the subject.
That's it. Just snap like that. You shut your mind. You don't talk. Exactly what I was talking about.
Okay, I think I got the radio working.
Thank heavens.
Mayday. Mayday. This is the Diamond Gym. We're lost out here. Can anyone hear us? Mayday. Mayday. Can anyone hear us? Mayday. This is the Diamond Gym.
Diamond Gym, this is Brick Wallace aboard a Coast Guard search vessel.